Hi everyone, 3 times happier here. We're going to be playing Slay the Spire today. I'm going to be giving the defect a try. Now, I'm not the best at the defect. I'm still learning how to play as the defect. Here you get 4 choices. I choose to go with the potions. And looks like I got Swift, Regen, and Weak. So, first enemies here are these little caterpillar guys. They like to curl up, get defensive. They damage us a little bit, but in the end, we get through. Alright, from that victory we get some gold, duplication potion, and a choice of 3 cards. We'll have to get rid of the weak potion of all. And I choose Cool Head from this. It says, World of Goop, you fall into a puddle. It's made of slime gloop. Frantically draw yourself out for several minutes as you feel starting to burn. Go with it. Let's see, as you walk into the room, yes. Looks like I got the relic right off the bat, that one. I'm just gonna leave. The wham. Your gloved fist collides with your face, nearly knocking you off your feet. Get out before I litter the floor with your guts. I was just trying to leave. Take your word for it and exit. Your guts safely in your body. Alright. Never had that happen. Next one. Enemies again. These little slime gloops, they're not too difficult to deal with. We get through them. So after we beat those little slime guys, I get my choice of some cards. I end up choosing the lightning, just so I can keep up on the defects, little abilities of orbs and evoking them, being able to attack with those little orbs of his. Taking on some rest, well needed rest. Another question mark. Oh, I come across the golden idol. I grab it. I go with Become Cursed because this is a very easy curse to deal with. It's just unplayable. Super lucky there. I get the chest for a question mark, dream catcher, and a second chest gives me the regal pillow. Checking my path, just kind of wondering which one I would rather take. I go with the enemy instead of resting. And it's these little caca birdmen. Very easy to take on, but if you have to take on more than one, they can get very unruly as they gain strength each turn. But this guy does not take us out. We are able to get rid of him in the swiftness. As you see, just using those orbs. I'll get some gold. I don't need that fear potion. And hologram. It's a very nice card, so we'll go with that one. And we move on. Here I'll be taking on Elite. This little elite guy, I like to call him the Ocarina. Just very clearly looks like an ocarina. His little shtick is he will attack you quite a lot, some big numbers. So hopefully we can get through this guy without taking too much damage. Alright, and we're able to take him on. We get the Gremlin Horn. It's a real nice relic. And a choice of 3 cards. Sweeping Beam. It's a really nice one. Being able to attack all the enemies on board is nice when you have more than one enemy. Moving on. We get a little trapper guy. Yeah. They can be difficult when they throw a net on you, but other than that, they're not the worst. Take a little bit of damage from this guy, but in the end, we are able to take it out. Gold explosion potion, and this creative AI card is very strong. It costs just a little extra 3 energy, but the defect's very good at gaining extra energy. Finally, we get a merchant shop here. Always love this guy. Oh. I take my time here. Decide to go with a relic. I buy about 2 cards. And I end up deciding to take this focus potion. That's all I can afford from this merchant. And we move on to another enemy encounter. This time I've got 3 of the little caterpillar duty guys. We're nice and loaded up with a good amount of cards though. So, not a worry. We take these guys on and move on. So, from that victory, get some more spoils. Gold once again. Looks like a charged battery. Fusion is very nice because you're always able to channel some extra energy. And our choice of fireworks will go with the one on the right. Take another rest. And because of that dream catcher, we are dreaming. We get a choice of 1 of 3 cards. The streamline is great. Do 15 damage and reduce the cards with a stack over here. I think I'll go with stack. And we move on to the major boss. So what's nifty about this boss is if you're able to deal enough damage, it goes into what's called a mode shift. Goes very defensive, although doing so causes him to have the thorns attribute, and so when you do an attack on him, you'll take damage as well, retaliation damage. And something you have to pay attention to. It's not the easiest of bosses. I'd say the slime is definitely one of the easier ones to get through. But it's not the hardest boss. So we go in here, and adding an artifact that lets me remove any debuff that he might give me. There I was checking the evoke power for plasma. See, I tossed that explosion and he will mode shift. So now he's not going to be too focused on attacking me with big numbers. Go with this static charge. Thank you. You can see there he's getting ready to deal 20 damage. It's not the most of damage I've seen on this game, but it's enough to take you out if you're not ready for it. You can see there when I was dealt unblocked damage, I was able to gain an orb. It's very helpful. Nice little synergetic reaction there. Now, channeling this lightning is my main source of damage. You can see keeping that plasma is helping me gain some energy and increase my focus, and hopefully deal enough damage to get this all the way through. Not exactly. Very close though. I think we're gonna get him on the next run. Oh, and looks like I got a retaliatory damage for him, so let's see what kind of cards we have. All for one. Hyper Beam. I really like that Hyper Beam. We're going to stick with that one. And our choice of 3. Oh, now this Calling Bell, such a good one. You get 3 relics, and the curse that you get from it's not too bad. I think we're going to go with this bell. Let's see. Curse Bell's not too bad, not too bad. Bell tolls. Let's see the relics. Got Penib. Wonderful, wonderful. Kunai. Ah, yes, and the shovel. Really like that shovel. When I get a chance to use it. It's nice. So the city is next. The city is very difficult. Often I have just limped my way through the first boss and will not make it very far in the city. Even though right now I'm fairly confident I got a good strong character. Might even be able to get to the boss, but we'll just have to see. Here I'm just checking my path, typically seeing which ones are going to give me more question marks. But let's dig into it. This guy, I always think he's got such a strange look to him. It's very weird. But he's a good mixture of attack and defense. It's very middle of the range enemy. I end up taking a good amount of damage typically from this guy. But this thing, not too sure if this was guy, girl, even really what it is. Huh? You can see I'm using hologram very sparsely. Although I like that card a lot. It's not something I can always use. Got good defense here. Needing to build up my defenses. He's starting to chew into my health just ever so slightly. But after a long battle, I am lucky enough to get a card that repeats the first card played, and just about messed that up when I realized I could take him out with this one card. It doubles up on damage, and I get him. So, my choice of 3 cards again. I think real hard about getting Streamline, but in turn change my mind and go with Turbo. Now, with the second one, looks like we go into the Mausoleum. We get a relic, even though there is a chance to gain a curse. I missed it that time. Now I get to go to the merchant. Ha ha! Love his little quips. I spend a little bit of time looking at what I could get or what I would like, just to end up grabbing the tiny chest. It ensures that the 4th question mark is a treasure room instead of just another enemy. Really like that one. Really dislike enemies in question marks. Here's another question mark. Fingers crossed. Maybe not an enemy. Well, I'll have to find out. Here I am checking my path once again. Ah, Augmenter. Often I grab the relic, but I have noticed there is something you can get in the game if you do get jaxed. So let's go with getting jaxed. See what that does for me. Lose some HP, but I will gain strength. So, excellent, the person says. Ha ha ha! Can't really buy anything here. Now this card right here, the bomb. Jokes aside, it is the bomb. I love this card so much. Probably my favorite card. Ooh, now I could. I'm gonna go ahead and rest. I'd love to dig, but I should be getting help. Well needed rest for sure. So get a chance this card. Gain 3 focus. Might go with getting this focus. Let's take on this elite. I'm sure this won't go bad. Let's go with creative AI. It's always good to get a random power card at the beginning of each hand. Looks like I have a chance to get jaxed. Go ahead, get jaxed up. Buffer. Prevent the next time you would lose HP. Sounds good. Hyper Beam would have been a good thing to do, but I wasn't thinking ahead. These guys might debuff me, so I'll try this artifact. Bias cognition. Stack would be good. Give me a little bit. Would have been better to have played that after I played these cards. But live and learn. Don't ever give up. Let's see. So I want to try and bolster my ability to use those orbs. We're gonna go with now they all attack everyone. Spread that damage out. See, now it's about here that I realize I'm not going to make it. And I go ahead and accept my defeat. But thus is the way of Slay the Spire. I hope everyone enjoyed that video. I was able to get just that much closer to the last 2 unlocks. And if you enjoyed, please consider subscribing and hit the like button. Goodbye.